Hi everyone, we are from Group 9 and in this video, we will be providing a reflection on the teaching demonstration that conducted by Group 10. Their lesson topic is describing animals for 6th grade elementary school students. The lesson begins with the teacher introducing the topic and explaining what the students are going to learn. The teacher also shares the learning objectives so that the students understand the goals of the lesson and that the skill they are expected to develop by the end of the class. After that, the teacher explains the activities that the students will do during the lesson. The instructions are delivered clearly in a way that is appropriate for young learners. Before moving on to the main activity, the teacher checks the students' readiness that ensure that they understand the instruction and are prepared to participate in the lesson. And the next, the teacher starts with a fun guessing activity. The teacher describes an animal by mentioning several characteristics without mentioning its name. And the students are asked to guess and the students are asked to guess the animal that is being described. So we think this activity is effective because it attracts the students' attention, encourages participation, and helps them to understand how to describe animals using different characteristics. Overall, our group thinks that the opening or the pre-activity of the lesson is well organized. The teacher clearly communicates the learning objectives, provides understandable instructions, and use an engaging activity to introduce the topic. These strategies can help to create a positive learning environment and prepare the students for the rest of the class. And then the next part or the main activity will be explained by Prima.
Okay, now I will explain for the while teaching from Group 10. So Group 10 uses a game called the Safari Ring. From this activity. There were several strengths in this activity or in this game. First, that the game were well connected to pre-stage activity because before starting the game, the Group 10 introduce the animal vocabulary and activate the students' background knowledge about animals. So as a result, the students were able to answer the question more easily during the game. And the next is the game will encourage active participation from the student because most students were enthusiastic and actively involved in the activity, so they seem excited to play the game and were willing to answer the question that the teacher distributed to them. And the next is that the instruction in this game were clear, so the student understood what they had to do, so the game can ran smoothly and they were able to follow the rules clearly. However, there were also some challenging during the game. The biggest challenge is in this activity is the classroom management because the students were very excited and the classroom became noisy and sometimes the teacher is difficult to control the class because some students can focus more on the competition than the learning objective in this activity. So as a result, it was challenging for the teacher to regain the student attention at certain moments. So to improve this, like for the future teachers, several strategies could be applied. For example, the teacher could use a freezing signal such as raising a hand or clapping to quickly regain the student attention when the classroom becomes too noisy. And for the post activity will be explained by Keisha.
Hello everyone, my name is Nabila Keisha Salsabila. So, when I watched the video in the post-activity stage, The teacher reviewed the material and asked student questions to check their understanding. This was a good way to help students recall what they had learned during the lesson. However, after students answered the review question, it would have been better if the teacher had provided more feedback or appreciation for their responses, such as saying great job or good answer. This could increase student confidence and motivation. After that, the teacher could continue with the lesson conclusion. Overall, the post activity was well organized and helped students summarize the main point of the lesson. Thank you.
New beginnings, new beginnings. Wake up high, the sun's going down. Time to start your day.